live from Columbia. This is WIS News 10 at 6. Live, local, now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dondi Mercer-Plank.
And I'm Greg Adeline. Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news at 6. A shooting inside Columbiana Centre Mall earlier today leaves 12 people hurt. 10 were shot. 2 were hurt in a stampede.
And we now know that 3 people have been detained. Columbia Center is located off Interstate 26 on Harbison Boulevard in Columbia. It is located in the popular Harbison Shopping and Entertainment District. As you can imagine, that is a very busy area, really every day of the week, especially on a Saturday. Take a look at this map of the mall's floor plan. The shooting began outside the Gap, which is circled there, which is near the mouth of the food court. Across from the Gap is another popular store that would have been near the line of fire, Express, and the Foot Locker store there as well in the line of fire. The Gap is really smack dab in the middle of all the action that takes place near the eateries, the stores, and the main thoroughfare through the building. Nick Neville is joining us at the mall right now.
So Nick, what can you tell us about what you're hearing out there?
Yeah, Greg, so as you and Dondi have been saying, just a really chilling afternoon here at the Columbiana Centre Mall. Police initially heard reports of shots fired just shortly after 2:30 near the Gap store, and they brought quite a law enforcement response. SLED was here, RCSD, LCSD responding. Where the mall is located, this is sort of many jurisdictions sort of coincide here, but CPD, the lead investigating body here at this point. But again, to recap what we know so far, Chief Holbrook just held a briefing just under an hour ago, actually, and recapped that we know that 12 people have been injured in the shooting at the mall. But the important thing to stress that he said multiple times, no people have died, no fatalities at this point to report. And again, 10 of those people had gunshot wounds. 8 people were transported to nearby hospitals, several nearby hospitals. 2 people self-reported to those hospitals, and 2 people were also injured as a result of an ensuing stampede, really just folks trying to make sure that they could get out of the mall safely. And also 2 people are also in critical condition in the hospital at this point, critical but stable condition. Chief Holbrook also stressing that this was not just a random act of violence. He believes that the incident happened, there were people who knew each other, and this was some sort of conflict between folks that led to this shooting. 3 people are also now detained. He made clear, Chief Holbrook made clear to state that these are not suspects at this point, but persons of interest. They're hoping to glean some more information from those folks as the investigation into this shooting continues. And also, we asked Chief Holbrook the ages of those who are detained right now. He said they're not releasing that information, but as far as the ages of those who were shot and have suffered gunshot wounds as a result of this incident, those range from ages 15, just 15 years old, someone was shot coming to the mall today, and all the way to 73 years old. Now, I had the opportunity also to ask CPD whether or not the folks who were injured as a result of this shooting were innocent bystanders or they were somehow involved in this conflict in one way or the other. And they're saying that as of right now, they believe that these were just innocent bystanders at this point. No reason to believe that they're also persons of interest. But again, Chief Holbrook stressing that the folks who are detained are persons of interest at this point, and this was not a random act. Now, we do want to give you a look at the scene right now. Just in the last half hour or so, Columbiana Drive has opened up for traffic quite a bit. Some of these roads were blocked off when we arrived here a couple hours ago, and still a significant law enforcement presence, of course. Chief Holbrook telling us they first made a sweep of the mall, all the stores, to ensure that everyone was out and made it out safely. But also, they're also making sure now that they're continuing to do another sweep of the mall. So we're still seeing some CPD vehicles, some other law enforcement presence here, but the roads have opened up quite a bit. Let's hear some more of what Chief Holbrook had to say about the situation.
I say this is very preliminary. We had 12 injured, no fatalities. I repeat, no fatalities. 10 suffered gunshot wounds, 8 were transported, 2 self-reported to area hospitals. Of the 8 gunshot wounds, 2 are in critical but stable. 6 are stable. We had 2 that were injured during the stampede. We have 3 people detained. What we know is at least 3 people were seen with firearms inside the mall, and at least 1 person fired a weapon. That could change. We're asking anybody with information that may have witnessed, may have video, or has heard something to contact our Criminal Investigations Bureau. That number is 803-545-3525, 803-545-3525. There will be investigators standing by to receive those calls.
Again, just a really chilling afternoon here at the Columbiana Centre Mall on an otherwise quiet Saturday afternoon. We're going to continue to work to get some more information for you. And of course, we'll always bring you the latest information online and on the air. But for now, reporting in Richland County, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
All right, Nick, thanks so much. One important detail that we did want to pass along is that for those who were inside the mall and have loved ones, perhaps that want to reunify with them and they want to meet up, the Fairfield Inn is the location where that is happening. That's at 320 Columbiana Drive. So if you had loved ones who were inside the mall when that shooting took place, you can meet up with them at that Fairfield Inn as the evacuation continues. Many of those workers sheltering in place again as they're going store by store, making sure that they evacuate in a safe manner.
And it's important that you mention that because a lot of times at the mall, it's parents dropping kids off for a few hours at the mall kind of thing. So if there is that separation, that is where they're being taken. Law enforcement said that they were strategically going through the mall, you know, because they had to make sure they had everybody, the suspects and all of that. So some people, yes, got very delayed in getting out when originally the first 911 call came in at 2:03 this afternoon. We do have more team coverage on the shooting at Columbiana Centre Mall that happened earlier this afternoon.
Our Drew Ongst outside the mall. So Drew, what can you tell us about what you're hearing and what you've seen this afternoon?
Yeah, Greg, Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook has said that this is still an ongoing investigation, and that's very clear from the command post here that we have behind. You can see officials still over there, officers, deputies, SLED agents, along with the mayor and city officials out here on the scene as well. And we're also hearing about some of the heroic actions that took place inside of the mall while this shooting happened. One man telling me he heard the gunshots go off and he immediately grabbed a woman who was nearby, her child. He hid them under clothing, telling the mother to put her hand over the child's mouth so that the shooter couldn't hear the baby if she cried. He then told me that he buried himself under clothing and talked about the terrifying moments inside the mall as they heard multiple gunshots going off, the panic that ensued, the stampede that Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook talked about. Now, we're also seeing some major traffic issues out in this area. The whole mall complex is shut down. Every entrance has a Columbia Police Department officer outside of it lined up, making sure that no one really can get in or outside of the mall, and that's caused some backups as well. On the highway, some exits were shut down to kind of keep the flow of traffic from coming through this area. And again, this investigation still very much underway. People are still being evacuated. The traffic and the amount of people has kind of calmed down a bit. But again, a command post here right behind me as that investigation continues. They're working those leads, working to figure out exactly what happened in this case. And we'll continue to keep you updated on everything that we learn out here. We're live at Columbiana Mall. Drew Ongst, WIS News 10.
All right, Drew, well, we still have you. Getting back to that story that you heard from somebody who was inside, you know, we've heard different reports this afternoon of people who were there, who heard those shots fired. Did we have any indication as to how crowded that area was where the shots were fired? We know that it happened outside the Gap store, might have been in close proximity to that food court. How many people, did we get any sort of indication as to how many people might have been in that close proximity?
Yeah, Greg, I've talked to a bunch of people that were inside the mall, and they said it was an extremely busy day, a day that they haven't really seen. They told me, one person told me when he was here the last time, there wasn't really that many people, but he said this time it was an extremely busy day here at the mall, somewhat to be expected because it is a weekend. So he said a lot of people were inside the mall when this shooting took place. That's what we're hearing.
Drew, I don't know if you're going to know the answer to this one yet or not, but we do know for sure that 3 people are in police custody. But how did they get into police custody? Did police go in and get them? Were they running out? Were they hiding somewhere? What do we know about that, if anything, yet?
Yeah, we haven't heard many details exactly on what happened and how those 3 people were detained. Again, no arrests being made in this case, but they do say one person did fire the gun. So I think they're working to figure out exactly who fired the shots and what caused the shooting and what led to it. So no update on exactly how they were brought into custody, but again, 3 people have been detained in this case.
Drew Young's there live at Columbiana Centre Mall. Find that out for us, because I think a lot of people, that's the question they have, is did the police charge in and get them right away? I mean, it's just such chaos happening at that moment, or were they running out? So how were 3 people detained? We'll keep you updated on that. But again, at least we do know the police chief is saying that 3 people were seen with firearms. One for sure fired a weapon. We don't know if the other 2 did or not. But for more information on this story, go to our website, WISTV.com. We will continue to put all the updates there, and of course here on air.
All right, let's turn now to our forecast, as we need to get an update on that weather. A lot of folks looking forward to Easter Sunday, and we have meteorologist Kevin Arnone standing by to give us those details. Hey, Kevin.
Hey there. Yes, you know, as we woke up this morning, we had a lot of rain out there. Of course, a few rumbles of thunder. That is now long gone. Drying skies. We've hung on to the clouds, though. A lot of clouds, and we're going to be dealing with these clouds through the rest of your weekend. But I have some good news for you. Not only do we stay dry for the rest of the evening and overnight tonight, but most of your Easter Sunday, in fact, will be dry. But we'll keep a close eye on what's going on in Mississippi and Alabama. That is our next weather maker, and you see here with the Futurecast hanging on to those clouds as we go into your overnight hours. Tomorrow morning when you're on your way to church, dry skies, no problems, right? We're looking good. Watch what happens as we go into the afternoon, though. We'll see a little bit of sunshine from time to time. It'll be a breezy day tomorrow. And then as we go into your evening hours, rain starts to arrive from the west. Now, scattered showers, 30% chance as we go to your Sunday evening. Most of your Sunday is dry. We'll see those temperatures getting into the 70s. But your Sunday evening features some scattered showers. Eventually, those scattered showers turn to steadier rain as we go to your overnight. So Sunday into Monday, that's when we are expecting the heaviest rain. Now, Monday morning looking like a wash. Here you go, 5 a.m. Many of you may be waking up to kick off the work week, and we are talking about some very heavy rain and gusty winds and chilly temperatures. We'll wake up with temperatures in the 50s, and we stay in the 50s through much of the day. 10 a.m., it's still raining out there. Notice the wind direction from the north-northeast. Here's some good news, though. It doesn't rain the entire day. By the afternoon, we'll start to dry out. We still will hang on to those clouds, but again, it will be a chilly day as you go into your Monday with high temperatures only in the upper 50s to near 60. Outside now, though, we are in the 70s. Of course, we have rain on the way, but then a beautiful week after that. We'll talk about it. First Alert, 10-day forecast.
How many opportunities do you have in your life to actually save a life? This is that opportunity. The Blood Connection is a wonderful partner to us, enabling us to save lives, which is what we're here to do.
Save a local life today by donating blood with the Blood Connection, your community blood center. Make an appointment now by going to thebloodconnection.org/donate.
For generations, Prisma Health has been taking care of South Carolina women throughout every stage of life. From adolescence to motherhood, through menopause and beyond. We provide all the services women need, including midwives and fertility experts. With more OBGYN specialists, more convenient locations, and more personalized care, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the women's health experts.
WIS News 10 in HD is sponsored by McWhorter Bellinger & Associates. I'm Pat McWhorter. Hurt on the job? Call McWhorter Bellinger & Associates today.
Every time somebody walks into our backyard, it's almost, an awe-inspiring moment for them.
We watch TV on our screened-in porch. The kids do their homework on the screened-in porch.
So my favorite part of the outdoor space is the fireplace and the patio. I like to be outside in the open air. This space that Architect helped us create will definitely last as long as we need it to.
Custom design your outdoor space with Architect. Call and request your estimate today. At first, I was going to do it through the car dealership, but I felt like it was too high. It was a tremendous difference.
It was easy to do. They had all of my information on file.
It didn't feel like, I just need to get out of here. It was easy.
Home improvement loan, home equity loan.
It was a big thing to us to be able to get our car loans for years and years and years.
It's a wide range of services that I receive from them, and I appreciate that. And I love being a VIP.
Welcome back. Continuing our coverage of breaking news after a shooting at Columbiana Centre Mall earlier today left 12 people hurt, 10 were shot, 2 were hurt in a stampede.
And of those 10 who were shot, 2 are in the hospital right now in critical condition. 3 people are in police custody at this moment. Columbiana Centre is located off Interstate 26 on Harbison Boulevard in Columbia in that popular Harbison shopping and entertainment district. And as you know, that is a very busy area on a Saturday. This is the mall's floor plan. You can see the anchor stores of Dillard's, JCPenney, Belk Women's and Belk Men's section at the other end. Almost in the middle there, you will see the Gap store. That, we're told, is near where that shooting took place. That is at the mouth of the food court. Across from the Gap are other popular stores that you would know that would have been in the line of fire, Express and the Foot Locker store as well. The Gap is really kind of smack dab in the middle of all the action that takes place near the eateries, all those stores in that section, and just up against that main thoroughfare that goes from one end of the building to the other. Nick Neville has been out there all afternoon since we learned of this shooting. He joins us from the mall.
And Nick, we've heard from authorities saying that they don't believe that this shooting was random.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. So that's one of the main things that Chief Holbrook, Columbia Police Chief Holbrook, stressed in this news conference shortly after 5 o'clock this afternoon, saying that he does not believe this to be random. He believes there to be sort of an incident, involving certain folks that led to this shooting. And again, this happened shortly after 2 o'clock. Police responded to reports of shots fired near the Gap store in this mall. And when they arrived, there was a heavy law enforcement presence here, multiple law enforcement agencies responding. SLED was here, RCSD, LCSD, Columbia Police, and where the mall is located, this is sort of in Columbia, but multiple jurisdictions responding. So Columbia Police sort of leading this investigation. But again, just to recap what we know so far, there have been 12 injuries as a result of this shooting. 10 people have been injured with gunshot wounds. 8 were taken to the hospital, 2 self-reported to the hospital. 2 people are in critical condition right now, but stable. No fatalities. Chief Holbrook stressing that there were no fatalities in this shooting as of right now. And also important to note that the ages of the people who were harmed as a result of this, who suffered gunshot wounds. Chief Holbrook saying that those people ranged from age 15, just a 15-year-old teenager was harmed as a result of this shooting, to age 73. We asked Chief Holbrook for the ages of those folks who were detained right now. He said they're not releasing that information. He also stressed that the 3 people who are detained by police, these people are not considered suspects at this time, but considered persons of interest. He also said that as of right now, they believe that one person, again, this is a preliminary investigation. They're working to get more information as we speak right now, but they believe one person, at least one person, fired a gun, fired a weapon. But that may change, Chief Holbrook said, as the investigation into this shooting continues. We want to give you just a quick look right now at the scene. Columbiana Drive has opened up. Some of these roads were blocked off when we arrived earlier this afternoon. There's still a significant law enforcement presence here, but fewer law enforcement vehicles. They did an initial sweep of every store, ensured that all the stores were locked down, but they're still here trying to make sure that everyone got to safety. There's also a reunification center. We're going to continue to work to get some more information for you, and we'll continue to bring that to you as soon as we know it. But again, 12 people injured, 2 as a result of a stampede, 10 with gunshot wounds, and no fatalities. For now, reporting from Columbiana Centre Mall, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
All right, Nick, thanks for that update.
And we know altogether 12 people hurt. Again, 10 of those actually shot. Prisma Health reports that they received 11 people from that incident, most of them with the gunshot wounds. And the hospital ER actually had to go down on lockdown for a while, which is just standard operating procedure when something like this happens, because you don't know if somebody else, if it's a retaliation thing going to come in. But again, Prisma Health receiving 11 of those patients. More information is on our website, WISTV.com. We're taking a quick break. Greg and I'll be right back.
All right, what do we got? Looks like 64 yards to the pin. About 64 mile per hour winds. Dude, there's no wind. Hand me my 64-degree wedge. What's it with you and 64? Are you 64.com?
Clogged and overflowing gutters are not only dangerous to clean out, but can cost thousands of dollars in damage to your home. Gutter Shutter is one of the leading solutions to this nagging problem. Gutter Shutter protects your home and foundation during all types of inclement weather. That's why Canty Gutters installs Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter is a patented covered gutter system that keeps leaves and debris out. Call us today for your free inspection.
Canty can fix it!
Come shop the spring sale at Whitash, now in progress on all in-stock merchandise. Over 120,000 square feet of furniture, mattresses, and rugs in stock. Whitash has a huge inventory of in-stock furniture, stretching 1 city block long, 3 floors, over 1 acre of quality furniture from hundreds of manufacturers displaying thousands of items in stock. Whitash is an easy place to shop. Discover your personality with a wide selection of styles. So come get inspired at Whitash, located right in the heart of the Vista at 919 Gervais. Spring sale starts now.
Where did you get that smile at Southern Shores Dental?
Spring into a great smile just in time for summer with Southern Shores Dental. Voted Best Cosmetic Dentist in Lexington Life magazine for 4 years running. We're your home for a healthy, happy, beautiful smile. Call today to get started on your summer smile.
Where did you get that smile at Southern Shores Dental?
Are you turning 65 soon? At the Medicare Specialist, we know how confusing Medicare can be. Let us guide you through the entire process. And by the way, you don't pay a penny for our services. Don't wait until you're 65 to call. Are-you-64.com.
Real-time closed captioning of this program is provided by the state of South Carolina.
All right, welcome back here, and we are talking about what's going on with your weather headlines as we go through the next couple of days. Again, a quiet night expected as we go through this evening and overnight tonight. As we go into tomorrow for your Easter Sunday, dry for the morning. For church, no problems at all. The afternoon, we're still dry. It's the evening that will feature some showers. And again, we'll keep the rain chances around 30%, but those scattered showers turn to steadier, heavier rain as we go into your Monday. Monday will be a very rainy and raw day. In fact, we're going to go ahead and issue an alert day for your Monday, and the reason, 1 to 2 inches of rain, gusty winds to 30 miles per hour, of course the heavy rain, which could cause some localized flooding. And here's the deal. We're only talking temperatures in the upper 50s and near 60 degrees, so it'll just be a very raw day as we kick off the work week. First alert radar outside right now, we are looking good. Yes, hanging on to a lot of clouds, but dry skies. The wider view, though, of course, showing what's happening off to our west, and that's going to be our weather maker as we go through the next couple of days here. So you see here with the futurecast, as we go through tonight, no problems, hanging on to the clouds. Tomorrow starts dry for your Easter, the afternoon, no problems. Evening hours, scattered showers, but watch what happens. As we go to the overnight, those scattered showers turn to steadier rain. Numbers on the screen are showing your wind gusts to 30 miles per hour. Monday morning is rainy. Monday afternoon, we'll start to see the rain moving out. But again, we're talking 1 to 2 inches of rain, all said and done, as we go, of course, into your Monday, with a majority of this falling while we sleep Sunday night and into your Monday morning. So get ready for a wet day to kick off your work week. 90% chance for rain, but then dry as we go into your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. First alert 10-day forecast here. Again, we'll go with the alert day for your Monday. 61 degrees for a high temp, and then beautiful as we go through the rest of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday looking good. Sunshine, a few passing clouds. 60s on Tuesday, 80s by Friday.
Today is a first alert day. This is the type of weather that we've been warning you about.
I like that I can count on the weather forecast that Vaughn shares with us.
It is a severe thunderstorm at this hour.
I never want to be in a situation where I'm not prepared.
I want you to watch out for some of those flooded streets.
I really like that with the First Alert weather team, I know that I'm going to get that information in advance.
Depend on the WIS First Alert Weather Team. Most watched, most trusted.
At AAA, we stand behind our work.
We guarantee your new installed unit with a 15-year parts and 15-year labor warranty.
You heard it right, 15-year parts and 15-year labor warranty.
And we guarantee we'll get you financed on a new heating and air system for as low as $59 a month.
AAA Heating and Air, home of the new HVAC system for as low as $59 a month.
AAA Air when you need us. AAA Heating and Air.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Enjoy the lowest cost for hot water and the most affordable heating. Cook like a pro. Redefine outdoor living. Bring your home or remodeling plans to life with natural gas from Dominion Energy for a home that's warmer, more valuable, and less expensive to operate. Natural gas. Experience the difference.
Welcome back. Continuing our live team coverage of breaking news after shots were fired at the Columbiana Centre Mall earlier today. 12 injured in that shooting about 2:30 this afternoon.
Right. 10 of those 12 injured by being shot themselves. 2 other people trampled in the stampede. Drew Ungst is outside that mall joining us with additional details. Drew?
Yeah, Dondi, Greg, we talked about it off the top of the newscast, but I want to give you a better look at what's going on here. Again, this investigation still very much underway, still an active investigation, according to Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook. That back there is a command center that Columbia Police, along with SLED, Lexington County Sheriff's Department, and other agencies have together as they continue to look into this shooting. You can see Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook there, some officers, and some tents from the Lexington County Sheriff's Department as they continue to look into this shooting. And again, we heard a number of stories from people inside. The man who protected his own life by hiding and protected another woman and her child by taking them and hiding them. But we also heard from a woman who was there, and she was trapped inside the mall. She told me about how her and her husband had to wait, had to hide, and then they eventually got out of the building. They were able to get to safety, and she tells me that she was diabetic, and they had this area locked down, so she had to make her way out of the complex as it was shut down. And she talked about her journey in doing that and the other stories of just how scary it was inside of the mall as the shooting happened and the gunshots were heard. So an investigation that is still very much underway here at Columbiana Centre Mall, and we'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more information. We're live at Columbiana Mall. Drew Ungst, WIS News 10.
All right, Drew, thanks so much. And again, the big detail here, no fatalities reported in all of this, which is pretty remarkable considering just how crowded the mall was on a day like today, Saturday.
And another very important detail to note, 3 people are detained. We're trying to find out more information about those 3 people, how they were apprehended. Are they all considered suspects yet? We'll certainly know here shortly when we get more information from law enforcement. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching WIS News 10. Stay tuned to WISTV.com.